$50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets.
Sterling Buckrichter set to kick off.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
There on the coverage.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Haskins. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action now. Haskins, he'll buy some time right. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin, and he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 27. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's Haskins to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On first down, it's Bell. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again. Haskins on the slant. This is Chark. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0. On EA Sports.
Jets 7, Bears nothing.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Drop the throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post.
Wow.
Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
At the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. draw. This is Cohen. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I know defense has moved up their end.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. looking to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Haskins on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. At the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. Now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll set up a throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own. Seventeen-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Grady Jarrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
47-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands right there.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
31-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Bell, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Jets 14, Bears 6.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch a signal for and take it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you're calling before, you realize it hasn't worked for someone else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Down a run with Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They run. This is Cohen fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They try again with Cohen, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins, and he fires one that's intercepted.
Nice.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they are going to take over right right there at the 22-yard
Nice last play.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting?
Oh, wow.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 18 on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
I can't fucking hit a play. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. That was frozen.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The 3rd quarter.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Travis Kelce. That's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to float this over them. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah McKenzie with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Point after.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll set up to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where
This is him? How you doing?
care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
Well, I am. Well, now, the second I told him I had one more house to look at tomorrow before I make a decision. Yeah, I have a few different appointments, set up. Yeah, I already got all that done.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive.
Yes, sir.
They can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Oh, shit, I'm fucking stuck again. I can't fucking move. Oh, fuck it.
So that'll back him up 5. On second down, here's Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They go play action with Haskins. And it's caught. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets made a move. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And he finds his man Griffin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Haskins going to try to throw it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Play action. Haskins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Oh, it stays up. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 34. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they